For the past 29 years, Macy's has been proud to celebrate Florida teachers. Tonight, from more than 195,000 public school teachers, 73 outstanding educators from across the state will be saluted in this special ceremony. This past May, Commissioner Pam Stewart and Macy's toured the state of Florida for some very special road trip announcements.
You are one of 5 finalists for Florida Department of Education Macy's Teacher of the Year. Yay! Congratulations.
I'm just so freaked out.
Here's a check.
Oh my goodness!
For $5,000 for you. Florida Department of Education Macy's Teacher of the Year. Congratulations. To congratulate you on being a finalist for Florida Department of Education Macy's Teacher of the Year.
Thank you so much.
Hope you do good in the finals.
Seize the day, and I hope you win state.
Now it's down to 5 finalists, and 1 will be named the Sunshine State's top teacher. Live from Hard Rock at Universal Studios Orlando, it's the 2018 Macy's Florida Department of Education Teacher of the Year Award. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host, award-winning journalist Nikki Mohan.
Good evening, everyone. I'm feeling the love in this room tonight. What a night we're going to have. I am here tonight because I had great teachers. As a volunteer in Broward County School, high schools, and a volunteer in my daughter's elementary school, I see the work you do and wonder every time, how do you do it? Well, because of all these great people here tonight, we know how. This is the one night of the year when we make a point of recognizing what goes on every day in classrooms across the state of Florida. Thank you to all you wonderful teachers who day in, day out are working in the classrooms, giving so much of yourself to help our children reach their fullest potential. Thank you. I can't say that enough. 2 of the simplest words in the English language, and 2 of the most powerful. Tonight, we're going to use them. We're going to use them a lot as we say thank you to one of the greatest assets the state of Florida has, our teachers. Did you know that saying thank you just simply makes you feel good? And did you know that feeling good makes you smarter? Well, it's true, and so tonight, I can assure you that you will leave here not only feeling good, because we got a lot of people to say thank you to, but you will feel great having seen all of these gifted educators being honored tonight. Now more than ever before, teaching is a challenge. But tonight, we recognize these men and women in this state who have taken on the challenge, risen to it, and brought along countless children as a result. And along with expressing our gratitude, we also want to express our respect for those who have chosen the field of education. It is certainly a noble profession, and while many of us might wish we had the right stuff to be a teacher, we really know we don't. And so we are in rightful awe of you tonight, who are truly miracle workers in the classroom and beyond. From every county in Florida, we have brought together the best of the best. Each person on this stage this evening was selected, nominated by their peers who see them in action every day. They so admire what they've seen that they want the rest of us to take note. After each district nominee was selected in a vigorous process, they began looking at what these teachers do in the classroom, the results, and that hard to define, what we know it when we see it, magic. The end result is that one teacher has been selected to be the 2018 Florida Teacher of the Year. Joining us tonight, some very special guests that I would like us to take a moment to introduce. First, a man who has worked tirelessly to support education throughout the state of Florida, Governor Rick Scott, and his wife, First Lady Ann Scott. Governor Scott has always been a champion for education and a strong supporter of Florida's educators. During the 2017 legislative session, he prioritized the Teacher of the Year program, and as a result, the state of Florida has once again significantly increased the reward amounts for each district Teacher of the Year, each Teacher of the Year finalist, and as well as the statewide Teacher of the Year. Tonight, each district winner will get a total reward of $10,880. Each finalist will receive $17,535. And the statewide winner will receive a total of $25,000. And they didn't even have to buy a lotto ticket. But we know that the children and grateful parents, we are the winners too. Also joining us tonight are some of the past Teachers of the Year, and I even remembered the night we honored each of them. Scott Hebert, 1999 Teacher of the Year. Jean Lamar, 2009 Teacher of the Year. Dorina Sackman, 2014 Teacher of the Year. Christy Bassett, 2015 Teacher of the Year. And Jessica Solano, the 2017 Teacher of the Year. So now time to meet this year's district finalists, each one of them an educator who's earning straight A's. Here they are, the 2018 Florida District Teachers of the Year, each of whom will get that $10,880 check in appreciation of their excellence as educators, mentors, and contributors to the great state of Florida. Let me introduce you to Crystal Cabral, J. Franklin Keller Intermediate School in Baker County. Gregory Barron, A.C. Mosley High School in Bay County. Lisa Galt, Bradford Union Technical Center in Bradford County. Jane Aranguez, Saturn Elementary School in Brevard County. Eliana Hurst, Collins Elementary School in Broward County. Joshua Jeffrey, Blountstown High School in Calhoun County. Kelly Sear, Sally Jones Elementary School in Charlotte County. Terry Ryan, Citrus Springs Elementary School in Citrus County. Michelle Bailey, Lakeside Elementary School in Clay County. Lynn Saunders, Phoenix Immokalee Alternative School in Collier County. Robin Heek, Fort White High School in Columbia County. Mitchell Johnson, Memorial Elementary School in DeSoto County. Ann Jones, Ruth Raines Middle School in Dixie County. Latrice Brown, Andrew Robinson Elementary School in Duval County. Oh, she's fabulous. Lacey Brown, Jim Allen Elementary School in Escambia County. Andrew Hutchinson, Matanzas High School in Flagler County. Rontarius Robinson, Florida A&M Developmental Research School. Maria Lang, A.D. Henderson University School, Florida Atlantic University. Amanda Johnson, Taylor Correctional Institute Main Unit with the Florida Department of Corrections. April Wallace, Florida School for the Deaf and the Blind. Lisa Kelly, Florida State University Schools. Lisa Ullman, Florida Virtual School. Natasha Penica, Franklin County School in Franklin County. Judith Mandela, James A. Shanks Middle School in Gadsden County. Karen Welch, Bell Middle High School in Gilchrist County. Lana Harrison, Wewachita High School in Gulf County. Christopher Kumbas, Hamilton County High School in Hamilton County. Janine Gibson, Wachula Elementary School in Hardy County. Tiffany Howland, D.S. Parrott Middle School in Hernando County. Mason Whitten, Hill Gustat Middle School in Highlands County. Maria Torres Crosby, Memorial Middle School in Hillsborough County. Marissa Ballard, Sneeds Elementary School in Jackson County. Peter McWilliam, Jefferson County Middle High School in Jefferson County. Mary Kuhn, Lafayette High School in Lafayette County. Katie Riemann Snyder, Heights Elementary IB School, World School in Lee County. Jessica Hooker, Springwood Elementary School in Leon County. Jennifer Lee, W.R. Toller School in Liberty County. Cindy Vega, Madison County Central School in Madison County. Nicholas Leduc, Braden River Elementary School in Manatee County. Elise Ryan, Pinewood Elementary School in Martin County. Samantha Hopper, Key Largo School in Monroe County. Autumn Nix, Callahan Intermediate School in Nassau County. Andrea Brown, Baker School in Okaloosa County. Jennifer St. Angelo, Yearling Middle School in Okeechobee County. Christina Arendt, Lake Sibylla Elementary School in Orange County. Evangeline Aguirre, Palm Beach Central High School in Palm Beach County. Robert Patterson, Veterans Elementary School in Pasco County. Lois Horn Diaz, R. Bruce Wagner Elementary School in Polk County. Timothy Stevens, Aquila Elementary School in Putnam County. Kristen White, East Milton Elementary School in Santa Rosa County. William Ivy Jr., Riverview High School in Sarasota County. Emily Sless, Highlands Elementary School in Seminole County. Dana Kelly, Cunningham Creek Elementary in St. Johns County. John Davino, Samuel S. Gaines Academy K-8 in St. Lucie County. Eileen Badger, Wildwood Elementary School in Sumter County. Melva Batts, Suwannee Middle School in Suwannee County. Gretchen Smart Hall, Taylor County Elementary School in Taylor County. Brittany McGee, Lake Butler Middle School in Union County. Renee Andrews, P.K. Young Developmental Research School at the University of Florida. Jason Kester, Mainland High School in Volusia County. Laura Lee Mitchell, Shadeville Elementary School in Wakulla County. Kathleen Foy Redford, Mossy Head Elementary School in Walton County. We would also like to acknowledge the district winners who could not be here with us this evening. Lauren Marlowe, Oakview Middle School in Alachua County. Brian Browning, Moorhaven Middle High School in Glades County. Adriana Alston, Clewiston Middle School in Hendry County. Alan Strickland, Bronson Middle High School in Levy County. Aaron Harris, K.M. Smith Elementary School in Washington County. Give them a round of applause. Congratulations to all our district winners for the wonderful work you do, creating magical moments in the classroom for our children. But first, to start things off, Macy's has honored Florida's teachers for almost 3 decades. And tonight's event would not be possible without the continued support of the beloved retailer. Macy's has donated close to $3 million to Florida public schools and teachers throughout the past 29 years. So tonight, it is my pleasure to introduce you to Dennis Whitty, Macy's Executive Vice President and Director of Stores.
Great, thank you, Nikki. On behalf of Macy's, I want to also thank each of you for being here tonight. In the words of Bill Gates, students deserve great teachers, and teachers deserve the support they need to become great. Tonight, Macy's is here to do just that. Applaud and thank each of you. Your passion for teaching is evident. Each of you distinguish yourselves by giving a spirit of nurturing, inspiring, and mentoring your students and peers. Each of you here in this room tonight are great teachers, and great teachers change students' lives. You are the ones that are most influential role models for your students in the classroom as well as their future lives. You connect with your students and reach them on multiple levels because you have made a strong commitment both in and out of your classrooms. These relationships affect every aspect of those kids' lives, not just academic enrichment, but important life lessons that will ensure their long-term success in life. Each of your students has different needs, but whatever that child needs to help them reach their full potential, you, as a great teacher, have been there to help them along the way. This is why 73 of you stand out from among more than 195,000 teachers. That's outstanding. You are the teachers who inspire your students to accomplish amazing things, and that motivation stays with them throughout their lives. You are the teachers that well after graduation, adults in the workforce will remember. You are the ones who fostered a love of learning and their career path. You are the teachers that are teaching our children to become strategic and critical thinkers. You are the teachers that are forming our society, which is absolutely vital to the social, cultural, and economic health of our nation. I know this because I'm proud to say that my daughter is a member of your esteemed profession. Yes. My best friend's son was born with special needs as a child, and growing up, my daughter and he had a very special connection. At the young age of 6, my daughter turned to me and said, "Dad, I want to help children when I grow up." She's now 30 years old. She's never wavered from that statement. Her passion only grew deeper as the years went on and her education progressed. Once she began her teaching career at a specialized school for autism in New York, she became an unparalleled advocate for her students, passionate about their progress, showing patience with firm structure each day in the classroom. She was relentlessly driven to ensure her students received optimal education based on the individualism of each child. I see the difference in the lives of her students, their parents, and their families, as my daughter made a commitment to ensure her students reach their highest potential as individuals and as members of society. Isn't this the focus of all educators, regardless of the unique learning plans that need to go out there for each individual? Just like each of you here tonight, my daughter has made meaningful connections with her students and her parents, inspiring them and motivating them. She helps shape their potential and success. Okay, and I'm going to brag a minute now, okay? My daughter is a principal now. I'm very proud of her at the school. You know, and that's an understatement. You know, she continues to hold one of the most important jobs, I believe, that are out there, like all of you. Educators, you guys are game changers. You are making a difference in the lives of children and shaping our future generations. Thank you to all of you great teachers for what you do for our children each day. Through your teaching, you are changing the world one student at a time. Thank you.
Thank you, Dennis. Are you ready? Now it's time for you to get to know the first of our 5 finalists up close. When you think of the word math, and we all have thought of the word math at one point, what's the first word that comes to mind? Difficult, right? Math might be one of them. Well, at Palm Harbor Middle School, Vanessa Coe's students, that's right, give it up, Palm Harbor. Vanessa Coe's students say that her math lessons are full of energy and excitement. Ms. Coe is a 6th, 7th, and 8th grade math and AVID, which is an acronym for Advancement via Individual Determination, program teacher in Pinellas County. She is channeling and inspiring students there to love the subject in new ways and showing them that perseverance in problem solving goes way beyond the classroom. Here is our first finalist, Vanessa Coe of Palm Harbor Middle School in Pinellas County.
So how many times does 8 go into 23? I wanted to be a teacher probably back in the 3rd grade. We were asked, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I said, someone that helps people.
Ms. Coe actually floats with her students, so this year it's 7th and 8th graders, and she is teaching algebra.
When we look at a fraction, is it okay for the numerator to equal 0?
She truly exudes what a teacher does, what a teacher's about. She's smart, she thinks about how students interpret things, and she teaches on their level.
What makes her a good teacher is that she makes all of her students, including me, she makes us all feel like family. She doesn't single anybody out. She talks to you like an adult, and she tries to get a connection with you so that way she can better understand you.
I love mathematics. I think it's beautiful, but I understand that not everybody has that same feeling. But what I really love about the work is the ability to connect with students and help them look at a future that they might not see for themselves yet. Find me.
I do like math because the way I've been taught it this year. What's different is the energy that my teacher puts into it and the understanding that she gives everyone, including myself.
What questions do you have for me? Nothing. Okay, what you're gonna do is stand, push in your chair, and go find someone. I want them to see that their learning is a process. They need to know that they're loved. They need to know that they were created for great things. I know that they have a great impact and great legacy to leave while they're here. And so I'm a part of that process. I get to speak into that space, into their lives as an authority figure. And so I don't take that lightly. All right, talk to me, love you, do.
I definitely think her classroom is magical. Everyone is passionately engaged. They're not sitting back and watching. Everyone is working and thinking and communicating at the same time. Is it a quiet classroom? Absolutely not. It's constant activity, and the kids love it.
Ultimately, they need to know how valuable they are, because they're not told that in the right way enough. Who they are is so important. The contributions they're going to make are so necessary.
Ms. Ko teaches in her own special way, full of energy, full of excitement, full of happiness. And every time I walk into her class, I have a smile in my face.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice job.
Thank you for everything that you've done for me. Thank you for all of the wonderful things that you've taught me, and for just being an amazing teacher and also kind of like a mother.
I just want to say, Ms. Ko, I love that you're my teacher this year. I hope that you win this because you deserve everything that comes your way, and you are amazing.
Congratulations! We love polynomials!
And if you don't have Ms. Ko as a teacher, you're probably wondering, can she tutor via FaceTime? Well, folks, when you think of Macy's, most of you probably think of shopping. Well, while that's true, for almost 3 decades, Macy's Red Star has been a symbol for educators throughout Florida because of the company's continued sponsorship of this Teacher of the Year program. One of the company's core values is giving back to the community, and for the past 29 years, Macy's ongoing sponsorship of this program is a true example of its commitment to our community and to education. It is my pleasure now to bring back Dennis Whitty.
Magic is very near and dear to us at Macy's. It's what we strive for every day. Not the hocus-pocus kind of magic, but we strive to create magical experiences for our customers. To accomplish this, we work hard to build strong leadership teams. Our students need leaders who will help get them there to the finish line, to create an inspiring vision of the future. Leaders who will motivate and inspire our students to achieve that vision. In the words of John Quincy Adams, if your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, you are a leader. Tonight, I want to tell you about such a leader, a remarkable leader. Prior to becoming an educator, he worked in the hospitality industry, which laid the groundwork to become a successful teacher and leader. He would tell you that they are very similar jobs, restaurant operations and teaching. A successful leader and supervisor invests in his employees. Likewise, a good teacher is invested in his students through a professional partnership. Jason Kester leads by example. Daily, he demonstrates the positive behaviors and high expectations he demands of his students and colleagues. He strives for perfection and is always pushing himself to personal and professional betterment, which is easily visible in his classroom culture. When in his presence, others tend towards positivity. Great. And a willingness to work and grow and learn. Chef Kester teaches students at the Academy of Hospitality and Culinary Arts at Mainland High School in Volusia County, is a facilitator of the Academy and a branch manager of the At Your Service academic division of 3 separate academies. Jason is consistently demonstrating his conscientious and genuine commitment to the education and success of all students. He takes students beyond the curriculum standards of the class and lets them soar through professional and rigorous work with the expectation that every student will not only succeed, but will reach the heights he has set for each one of them. In the words of one of his culinary student managers, Sophia Slimak, teaching management skills is difficult in high school. My interest in management and Chef Kester's willingness to teach management is what originally drew me into the academy. He has created an environment and structure where management and logistics can be learned. He is even starting up a leadership course for students who are interested in improving. And by the way, this student was recently selected as the statewide Student of the Year by the Florida Restaurant and Lodging Association. Renowned author Tom Peters said it best: leaders don't create followers, they create more leaders. So, let me introduce to you a true leader in the state of Florida, Jason Kester, Mainland High School in Volusia County, and honor him with the Macy's Magic Leadership Award. Thank you, Jason.
Thank you so much.
Great job.
Really appreciate
Great
it.
job.
Thank you.
Don't have to be proud of. Great job. Okay.
Knock, knock. Our second finalist tonight, Michael Miller. You see, Michael likes to tell jokes. As those who know him know, he likes to tell jokes, to teach his math lessons to his 5th grade students at Kissimmee Elementary School. He's also a big believer in building strong relationships with his students. Michael has used data-driven instruction strategies to help boost FCAT maths passing grade for 5th graders at Kissimmee Elementary, get this, from 34% to 74% in the last 4 years. That's amazing by any standard. Let's take a look inside his classroom now. Here is Michael Miller of Kissimmee Elementary School of Osceola County.
What do we use volume to find out? Tiana?
The total?
Mr. Miller teaches 5th grade mathematics here at Kissimmee Elementary School.
Wanted to be a teacher probably my junior year of high school. I took a cadet teaching program where it allowed the juniors and seniors to go into the elementary schools where I lived, and really just fostered a love of learning and working with students and seeing that student progression. Think about what we mean by cubic units. What are we using when we measure?
Now that I have Mr. Miller as my teacher, I'm getting good grades in math, and I really enjoy it.
Remember, we have to have a certain type of unit.
Honestly, no, I really didn't like math at all, because when I was in 4th grade, I was just horrible at it, and I felt defeated. So I honestly thought this year, not the year for me in math. Mr. Miller is such a great teacher because he never gives up on a person. He makes jokes, but at the same time his jokes relate to the problem. So it's actually really fun in his classroom.
I think that Michael Miller stands above the rest as a wonderful teacher because of the lasting relationships that he builds with kids. He learned a long time ago when he started teaching that if you build relationships with kids, get to know them personally, socially, then all of the other things, the learning, the academics, that comes much easier.
Mr. Miller have taught me never to give up, be focused, and be successful.
I hope I'm creating strong connections with them. I had a student once tell me that the reason I like you, Mr. Miller, is not necessarily because you're the best teacher, but because you allow me to be me. And that for me means the world, because I do allow their personalities to show a little bit. I allow them to be 5th graders. Someone else have anything else to add? I want my teaching legacy to be that every child that came into my classroom had the exact same opportunity to be successful. I often tell my students that you don't always have to be the most talented, but you do need to be the most competitive.
Thank you, Mr. Miller, for never giving up on me, believing me. You made a great impact on my life personally.
Mr. Miller, you're the best teacher ever, and thank you for helping me achieve everything that I have now and for helping me get my confidence up to the level that it is now.
Congratulations, Mr. Miller!
We are so grateful to each of the teachers in this room tonight who go beyond the classroom walls to ensure the success of our students. Florida Commissioner of Education, Pam Stewart, shares this dedication and love of education. Commissioner Stewart has dedicated her life to ensuring that Florida students have access to a high-quality education that enables each of them to reach their full potential and achieve their academic and career goals. Her experience in the school environment and classroom ensures she knows how important your job is in helping to fulfill our students' education. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Florida's Commissioner of Education, Pam Stewart.
Thank you, Nikki. Good evening. 195,000. You may wonder what that number is, but that represents the number of teachers there are in the state of Florida. And there are 73 sitting in this room tonight that represent the finest of the finest. And their dedication and hard work has made them stand out in the crowd. Being selected to represent your district is a tremendous honor, and I hope you have felt that this week. And I am so thrilled that Governor Rick Scott and First Lady Ann Scott have been able to join us this evening to recognize the hard work and celebrate with you as we recognize your great work. The two of them have both been champions of education, continuously working to ensure that Florida's students and educators have the resources necessary in order to be successful and to be able to sit here today. Thanks to Governor Scott's determination, Florida achieved historic amounts of K-12 funding. And you've already heard from Nikki tonight how much money our district winners have won. Now, if you didn't tell your spouse, sorry about that. Maybe you can just tell them the check's in the mail. But it is an amazing amount of money, and it is worth repeating that our district winners have received or will be receiving $10,880. Our 5 finalists have received over $17,000, and the statewide winner will receive $25,000. And for the math teachers in the room, that's exponentially more than it was just 2 years ago. It's a great way to celebrate those who have dedicated their lives to Florida's students. So thank you, Governor Scott, for your role in helping us receive that much money as recognition for these fine teachers. I don't know if you heard, but the governor really has a focus on job creation. Has anyone ever heard that about this governor? And there have been more than one. And since 2010, there have been more than 1.4 million private sector jobs created under his leadership. Thank you, Governor Scott. And you know, you may sit there and not really think about that because you have a job, but I can assure you that what that means for families in Florida and what it means for the economy in Florida has been unsurpassed. So again, thank you, Governor Scott. One of my very favorite things to do is to read. And First Lady Ann Scott is an avid reader and a literacy advocate. She has spent countless hours in schools and libraries throughout the state of Florida helping Florida students develop a love of reading. She has visited all 67 counties, touching the lives of students and educators, and for that I am truly grateful to her for her dedication to reading. I also want to thank our state board members who are here tonight. Our Vice Chair, Andy Tuck, and Rebecca Fishman-Lipsey are right here at this table with us, and I thank them for joining us this evening. All of the State Board of Education members are dedicated to our teachers, and they understand the hard work that you all do every single day. So tonight, we're going to award the 2018 Teacher of the Year, and we are all fortunate that he or she will have a great role model in their predecessor of our 2017 Teacher of the Year. You've already heard about her, Jessica Solano. Jessica? Jessica is an elementary math teacher in Polk County, and she makes learning math fun. You already heard that about Vanessa Coe, but I can assure you that Jessica Solano makes every single one of her students in her classroom investigators in the math process, and she makes her students love math. She learned this love of students at a young age when her family took in foster children. We're grateful to her family, and we are grateful to her for what she has done. She is focused on education in spite of obstacles that students may face. Over this past year, Jessica has represented Florida educators extremely well, and she has served as a great ambassador and representative of all the teachers in the state of Florida. Jessica, I can't see where you are, but I want to thank you for your commitment to Florida's students and the families in Florida. Thank you so much, Jessica. And Jessica, I can't wait to follow you and see where this journey takes you and the wonderful things you're going to do in the future. So thank you so much. Having been a teacher, a principal, a district administrator, I have a special appreciation for the men and women who are devoted to education and to getting the next generation of leaders ready to be out there helping us in the state of Florida. While it's not the easiest job nor the highest paying profession, it is by far one of the most fulfilling. And you're going to leave here tonight feeling as though the teaching profession is indeed fulfilling. And it's why I appreciate the opportunity to honor our Florida students who are so hardworking. I've spent 3 days with them, and they are absolutely an amazing group of people. The fact that you have been chosen to represent your district is no small feat, and I hope that you recognize this privilege, that you have been honored with, and that you have enjoyed the time this week. The work taking place in the classrooms throughout the state indeed is paying off. Students are making outstanding achievements like never before in the state of Florida, and it would not be possible without the work of the teachers that are here and all of the colleagues that you represent throughout the state of Florida. While we are ready to celebrate all of these accomplishments as we well should, but we have to recognize that there's still work to be done. And so I encourage each one of you, as I have every day that we've talked, to in fact help the others in the profession to be the best that they can be. And as we get ready for this new school year, I hope that you'll take the things that you've learned from each other, from the guest speakers we've had, and use them to inspire your classroom as well as those around you. And now to the 5 finalists that are somewhere up here in the front. It's really been a pleasure getting to know you. As I visited your schools, as you came up to Tallahassee, and also over these 3 days, you are each an inspiration to me, and I know you are to the students that you work with every day. The teacher who will be selected tonight to take the top honor will serve our state and profession well. and I am excited and look forward to the opportunity to be able to work with you. Thank you so much for what you do, and enjoy the evening.
Thank you, Commissioner Stewart. They say life takes you to unexpected places, but love brings you home. Well, that's true of our third finalist tonight, Tammy Jerkins of Leesburg High School in Lake County. Tammy was the valedictorian of her class back in 1977, and now she's challenging and inspiring students at her alma mater to believe in themselves and be successful. And she just doesn't do it in the classroom. You'll see Miss Jerkins cheering on the basketball team from the sidelines or at other student events all throughout the city. Her involvement and high expectations have been inspiring and changing young lives for the past 25 years. Here's Tammy Jerkins of Leesburg High School in Lake County.
When I went to first grade, I fell in love with school. So I immediately knew that's what I wanted to do. Then in high school, actually, one of my math teachers here at Leesburg High School really inspired me to be a math teacher.
All right, we like to start our day with some good news. So who's got some good news to share? Tell me something good. Reagan.
Ms. Jerkins teaches multiple grades. She teaches pre-calculus and math for college readiness.
Ms. Jerkins is very loving and caring, and she's very reliable. She's available to you if you need her for help. She's always there for you.
She's definitely very motivating. She's always there for you when you need help with anything. With her support, she's helped me like math even more than I have in the past, and that helps a lot.
I believe that every student can learn, and I keep my expectations very high. Once they start experiencing success, they realize, oh, I can do this, and then they just want to keep it going.
She has everything planned out, and she makes you want to do better for yourself, not for someone else. It's just so that you get what you want, and you want to do better.
What is that called, what you multiply by? What's that called? Conjugate, awesome.
Every detail, down to the finest, smallest one, is always taken care of. So when the kids come into her class, it seems like it just kind of magically unfolds, but it's not magic. It's her preparedness, her attention to detail.
My inspiration is the students. That's why I'm here. I'm here to teach them not only math, but hopefully to teach them some life lessons that will help them along the way and to inspire them to find their dream and go after it. Because everybody has a gift. You just got to find it and use it.
If you talk to the students and if you sit in her classroom, you see it. She has that tough love that only the best teachers have. She has a relentless pursuit of kids reaching their full potential. She won't let them fail. And all along the way, she's building a relationship that shows that she really does care about them, not just as a math student, but as a human being.
I really do love this job. I really do enjoy coming to work every day. It makes me happy. And I try to share that joy with them, and I think that they will always remember the joy in this room.
I love the way that you help me out, and I love the way that you put out extra time to help me individually, and I thank you for that.
I thank you for being a teacher here at Leesburg, because I know you picked Leesburg. Yeah, you could have went other places, but I just thank you for being a teacher here and supporting our school and supporting everybody, and I'm very proud of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Jerkins, for being such a great teacher, and I hope that you will keep on teaching for a very, very long time to help all the other students that need you to.
Motivational speaker and life coach Tony Robbins once said, "More than anything else, I believe it is our decisions, not the conditions of our lives, that determine our destiny." Teachers influence our children's decisions every day in classrooms across Florida and across the country daily. Macy's continues to recognize the valuable work that you do, and with us tonight is Wayne Lebanowski, Macy's Regional Vice President, to honor a very special teacher's belief in her students. Please welcome Wayne Lebanowski.
Thank you, Nikki. And to all of you outstanding teachers, on behalf of Macy's, congratulations on your wonderful accomplishments. So I do have to tell you a little bit of a story. I always get a little intimidated when I'm in front of so many teachers. So, and I think this kind of goes, it's a little bit of a scar, but it kind of goes back when I was in elementary school. And when you have a name like Wayne Lebanowski, which has almost every letter in the alphabet, you can't spell it. So the teachers had an idea of helping me out by putting my name on the desk. They put it on a piece of tape so I could spell it. And it helped me feel more confident. And that's what teachers have always done for me. And it's truly an honor for me to be with so many wonderful teachers, like my teachers, this evening as we celebrate your work. You know, teachers who believe in more than their students' ability, they do more than just stimulate their students. They create an atmosphere in which it becomes easier to succeed. April Wallace, from the Florida School for the Deaf and the Blind, shows that passionate belief in each of her students, parents, and peers every day. So I'm going to use some of April's words. Here's what she says. I believe in my school, our staff, our students with whom I'm working. My belief in others inspires the people around me and results in higher morale. You know, such a positive disposition allows me to play an integral role in the constantly changing environment of the school system. I encourage people to move in a positive direction and take an initiative in implementation. Amazing. You know, April teaches all subjects in areas of, in 5th grade at Florida School for the Deaf and the Blind. She is passionate about her students' successes and their skill development, teaching content to students who often experience academic challenges due to their vision losses. Mrs. Wallace allows her students to learn and perform in different ways, utilizing multiple teaching concepts. And add in her high expectations and her positive attitude, and the result is that her students are quick to realize that they're in a rigorous learning community where they share ideas and meet personal goals. You know, her students are encouraged to rise to expectations and beyond. Ms. Wallace always puts the interest and growth of her students first. She focuses on the growth and development of the whole student, academically, emotionally, socially, and physically. April understands it's critically important for her visually impaired students to master academic content and develop independent living and self-advocacy skills. She believes in her students. April consistently maintains a razor-sharp focus on her students' individual needs, appropriately challenges each of them, and strives to close their educational achievement gap. April, you are an amazing teacher. You have a unique ability to create a positive change by believing in your students. And we are so proud at Macy's that we'd like to honor you with this Magic of Believing Award. Congratulations. Now, it's my pleasure to introduce Lee O'Rourke. She's our Macy's District Vice President for Northern Florida. Lee?
Giving back is one of the most commendable and liberating virtues a person can experience. Giving back to your communities also gives meaning to a person's priorities, and it gives positive character. Let's face it,
Giving back feels good. Arthur Ashe said it best when he said, "From what we get, we can make a living. What we give, however, makes a life." Laura Lee Mitchell, like each of you, is busy. She is a member of the Shadeville Elementary School faculty in Wakulla County. In addition to being the chairman of the Sunshine Committee, Performance Matters trainer, health and wellness coach, and Kagan Cooperative Learning, you would think she had no time to give back to her local community. But you know what? You're wrong. Ms. Mitchell's dedication to the teaching profession and her community is evident every single day of her life. She spent several summers in Australia, in South Africa, in Taiwan, and she was teaching young students overseas and then bringing those lessons back here to her Florida classroom. And speaking of her classroom, each Friday, Gertie, Miss Mitchell's highly trained teaching dog, arrives ready to listen to her students read and to master math facts and be a warm and cuddly friend to children who are sometimes in need of a little bit of extra love and attention. Hello. Come right over here. All right. Congratulations. Laura Lee has volunteered with Tallahassee Memorial Animal Therapy, where she and Gertie visit with the patients and the clients and students. And this dynamic duo also spends time every week working with struggling readers as a volunteer program with the program READ, which is Reading Education Assistance Dogs Program. So Ms. Mitchell, she recently certified her other dog, her English Cocker Spaniel. It's okay to get emotional. It's good. It's a good thing. Her Cocker Spaniel, Mac. So now there's a trio of them who are out there regularly volunteering at Tallahassee Memorial Healthcare, and they also give their time at the Tallahassee Memorial Rehabilitation Center. They're at the Leon County Family Court and Florida State University Student De-Stress events. This trio is also out there serving as ambassadors at community events throughout the year. Ms. Mitchell has taught 4th grade, kindergarten, and 1st grade at Shadeville Elementary. So no matter what age of students she teaches, she can meet them at their level and really help them reach her own high expectations. Year after year, her students make above average learning gains. And without a doubt, those Gertie Fridays really evoke excitement with students and an enthusiasm for reading. Who doesn't love when a dog walks into the room? Laura Lee, you are 1 in a million. Every single tear that you're feeling right now, we're all feeling with you, girl. You're a positive light, and that is continuously encouraging everyone to do their best. You're an asset to your school, but also to your community. So it's a huge honor, and with great pride, that Macy's would like to honor you with this Magic of Giving recognition. Congratulations. That's awesome. Nice job.
Juan Diego Fuentes, or as he likes to be known, oh, he brought a little fan club there. He likes to be known as just Diego. He has always had a love of music. He writes songs about everyday things, from the lunchroom to pep rallies to even the days of the week. Mr. Fuentes didn't know that his out-of-the-box approach of using music to teach ENC students with disabilities and autism would make such a huge difference to a community of students who struggle for every learning goal. Now he's connecting the dots at Hillcrest School as the school's music and performing arts teacher. He's not only putting smiles on the faces of students who never show emotion, but his music leads to toe tapping and even clapping for others, never done in an academic setting. Simply incredible. Here's our next finalist, Diego Fuentes of Hillcrest School in Marion County.
1, 2, 3, days of the week. Days of the week.
I kind of found an ad in the paper right after I graduated college, and it said somebody, a one-on-one assistant needed. And it kind of hit me, and this was about a year ago. And I was like, I have to teach music.
Diego's a great teacher because of his compassion for ESC students. Our students are very challenging. So every day he has to think of outside the box to come up with things equipment, songs that are going to be challenging.
I really love Mr. Diego because when I first came here and when I first went to his classroom inside the school, I was talking to him about my life story and how I came from being young, having a lot of seizures and epilepsy. He teach me a whole bunch of different things, like music. I love listening to music.
Some of them don't speak, so he comes up with instruments that they touch and it'll play a song or a certain word in a song.
The cow jumped over the moon.
You can listen to music if you want, or you can sing to it, or dance to it.
And he's really been a blessing in my heart, and I really enjoy him teaching me how to sing, play the instruments, and have fun enjoying myself.
So I hear from the teachers, several teachers, how like the communication with their students is their voices are getting louder. You know, these are kids that they struggle with communication, they struggle with words and being heard. And now after music class, they're louder. They're holding out their syllables. They're happier. That makes their life better in the other classrooms. And I know it's directly involved with what we're doing here.
What he does every day is magical because he's reaching students that struggle and they have difficulties. So the things that he brings out in them is magical.
I think there's a lot that this school and these students have to offer that may not be immediately apparent. But I think when you see what music and the excitement and the pure joy that happens, there's something that just ignites in other people. It motivates people. You know what I mean? It's encouraging and inspirational. My hope or aspiration would be that this music itself here would open up their communication and help them to develop as people, because there's so much of value that they bring to the table, but you got to really look at what you consider valuable, because the contributions to be made they're numerous.
Miss Diego, you were the best music teacher in the whole entire world. I love you, Mr. Diego.
Thank you. Really love you. God bless. I hope you have a great time. And thumbs up to you, Mr. Diego.
I tear up every time, and it isn't the first time I've seen that. But that's amazing. Well, folks, your current Teacher of the Year has spent the past year touring the state and the country representing all Florida teachers, conducting workshops, addressing fellow teachers, parents, community and business leaders at conferences and meetings, and speaking to student groups about careers in education. Please give a warm welcome to the 2017 Macy's Florida Department of Education Teacher of the Year, Jessica Solano.
It is hard to believe that a year ago I was right here, sitting in your seats, taken aback by the incredible beauty and glamour of the Florida Teacher of the Year Gala that Macy so graciously uses to celebrate teachers. Until this experience, I never knew the extent to which individuals and companies were willing to go to show their passion for excellence in education. Of course, while I was nervously anticipating the big announcement, I was also 9 months pregnant and working in a few Lamaze techniques to help calm my nerves and postpone any early signs of labor. But I remember mirroring these same emotions that I see in all of you: pride, gratitude, empowerment, and a devotion to a renewed calling. This year has only served to ignite those feelings. I've met many of the district teachers of the year in their classrooms, and I've seen them working alongside their students, their unique teaching styles adding to the rich variety of teaching practices around our state. I've seen teachers like Nick LeDuc from Manatee County empower his students by incorporating student choice into every part of the school day. I've seen teachers like Dana Kelly from St. Johns County defy what the world thinks first grade math conversations can sound like by embracing student-driven learning. And I've seen teachers like Robert Patterson from Pasco County normalize error in the way he praises his students, not for how smart they are, but for the work that they do and the determination to persevere. Throughout Florida, teachers are embracing the passion of teaching and infusing it with rigor and high expectations for their students. They're solving for why, W-H-Y, why we continue to push ourselves to be better and refuse to settle for good enough. They are willing to take the risks when it would be much easier to play it safe. They have a heart for teaching that pushes them to overcome adversity. They don't blame the system or the fact that life isn't fair. They simply love their students enough to understand the gravity that their impact has on their students' success. Finally, they focus on yet, knowing that while a mindset of good enough can be stifling, impossible can be toxic. They push themselves and their students to set their eyes on what they haven't mastered yet. John Hattie's research reinforces what he says when he writes that the greatest effects of student learning occur when teachers become learners of their own teaching and when students become their own teachers. Upon reflection last year, my 9-year-old student Bella told me that the most important thing that she learned in my class was that she didn't have to be perfect. Of course, she wanted to be, she quickly explained. But now she was saying that that wasn't the most important part of learning. It was about getting better by pushing yourself even when you want to quit. This simple revelation gripped my heart because I knew that Bella struggled to keep up with her gifted competitive peers. She suffered from anxiety attacks, and she feared that she would never measure up to the levels of her classmates and would then forever be marked as not truly smart. All that changed when she realized that mistakes can help us improve and that they are a normal, healthy part of learning. She had been watching as I admitted my vulnerabilities and worked to be a better teacher. There are students watching us, waiting to see if we practice what we preach. I want to challenge each of you, whether you're teaching in the classroom or not, to embrace learning and to anticipate the fact that you will undoubtedly make mistakes along the way. Thinking of these teachers and how they will continue to push themselves to be more impactful year after year. While others may say that they have made it because of their new title, know that they are here because they continue to push themselves to solve for why. I hope you will continue to join me in continuing to do the same. Thank you.
Thank you, Jessica, and to each of you teachers for choosing to do what you do and for doing, as Jessica said, continuing to push yourself to be more impactful, doing it all for your students. Last but certainly not least, Caitlin Fiore never wanted to follow in her father's footsteps as an educator. She knew how tough her job was, so Kate set out to be a lawyer. Lucky for her, 4th grade students at Vero Beach Elementary School, that she followed her heart and her father's inspiration. She not only teaches all 4th grade subjects, but she's helping students realize their full potential by loving them, valuing them, and helping them to believe in themselves. From poetry slams to speech tournaments and to the coolest science projects around, Miss Fiore hopes to set an example for her students by showing them the importance of teamwork and reaching for what seems like the impossible. Here's Caitlin Fiore of Vero Beach Elementary School in Indian River County.
I was in college, I just felt like I needed something more fulfilling. And when I took my first education class, I think I found my fit.
She pushes us to be the best, and that she helps us with math, reading, writing, and she wants what's best for us for learning.
Can you connect to that quote?
I think she's a great teacher because she helps us learn new things.
She takes her time and makes us understand the subject, and she reviews.
Kate took on an incredible challenge this year. She knowingly came into
what would be considered a bottom 300 school, declared as an F, Title I, 92% free and reduced lunch, with passion and integrity and a desire to change the world.
Can you give me? That's a good one. I think that as teachers, we open a million doors, and you never know what little shiny something's going to start a fire in their heart and make them pursue it. And so it's your job to just help fuel those flames, make kids realize that they can do anything.
Who are we? BBE! Tell me more! Grade 4! And we're on our way! To an A! Oh my gosh, guys, this is amazing!
I've never seen anyone so inherently meant to be an educator in my life. You know, she greets her students with value and respect every morning. She has created a tribe mentality, and that's something that we really value.
She taught us about teamwork. She said that we're a tribe, and we're a school family, and we stick together no matter what.
One day I was crying, and she said, "You're a strong, independent woman. You don't need to cry." She is wonderful and joyful and funny.
I know a day is successful when everybody leaves impressed with themselves and feeling appreciated and valued and like they accomplished more than they thought they could that day. That's how I know we've reached our aha moment, feeling like, yeah, today I did something great.
Miss Fiore, I wish I can keep you forever, but I feel sad when you have to go.
Mrs. Fiore, I just want to tell you I love you really, 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 like, so much. You're the best teacher I could ever have.
She rocks like a rock star. A star.
Fiore Falcons!
We all hear the word engagement used quite a bit these days, but what does this word really mean to the education process? The degree of your students' attention and passion when they're being taught? Is it parental and family engagement or stakeholder engagement at your school and community? Well, as the mother of 3 boys who are presently in the Florida public school system, I can wholeheartedly tell you that engagement is all of the above. So tonight, I want to share one teacher's passion at her school, and that is at the Sally Jones Elementary School. In her own words, once I began my teaching career, I quickly learned that being a teacher is not a one-person job. Synergy is important, and it's contagious. Kelly Sayre is a rock star in any classroom. She can walk into a room full of kindergartners or high schoolers or students with learning disabilities or any other learning environment and engage with them with one of her creative lessons. Sometimes her students are ninjas learning how to chop up fractions. Other times, they're chefs using a recipe to cook up complete sentences. It's not unusual to see students dressed as text detectives as they use their magnifying glasses to assist them in finding evidence from the text to use in their writing. No matter what the subject matter Kelly tackles, she is sure to accomplish her learning goal in a fun and really engaging way. Students love her classroom because they know they are in for an unforgettable learning experience. Not only does Kelly engage the students at Sally Jones Elementary, but her colleagues are also engaged. She's the lead teacher, and so she models best practices for the whole staff. She's an invaluable resource for her fellow teachers as she incorporates learning strategies and she integrates technology. She also conferences with her peers in order to really help offer them tips and encouragement, and she facilitates professional training. She puts communities together multiple times a week. Kelly actually models the 7 habits of highly effective people for her students, for her parents, and for fellow staff members. Here's Kelly. Hi, Kelly. Come right here. Come right here. Her willingness to share of herself and her talents and the resources has really influenced her entire school, as well as Charlotte County School District. So Kelly, you truly are a force of nature with an unmatched passion to inspire your students to work hard, to inspire your peers to create high engagement lessons, and to inspire families of your students that may need some extra encouragement as they navigate this very, very challenging time. For that, we want to honor you, young lady, with this Magic of Engagement Award. Congratulations from Macy's. Good job. We'll stand over here for a bit. You hold that.
As the 45th governor of Florida, our next guest has worked hard to make education a priority in the state. For the past 6.5 years, he has traveled the state to meet with teachers, parents, and students to listen to their concerns about education today and in the future. He has once again secured record funding for K-12 and higher education to ensure students across our state have the knowledge and skills they need to achieve their dreams. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the leader of this great state, Florida's Governor, Rick Scott.
Thank you. The most important thing I can say is just thank you very much for what you do. As probably you all know, I ran in 2010. I'd never run for office before. I'd been in business all my life. And I ran, if you asked me the weather, I talked about jobs. Because the 4 years before that, the state had lost 832,000 jobs. And so because of your hard work, we're blessed now that we've added almost 1.4 million jobs. And the reason I can say it's because of your hard work is nobody's going to move here if there wasn't a good education system. Everybody, every company I talk to, every parent I talk to, every time I try to talk everybody into moving to our state, almost the first thing they ask me is, tell me about the education system. Whether they're saying that about for their child or their grandchild, everybody cares about their education system. And as a former student, I'm very appreciative of my teachers. I grew up in a family that struggled for work, and my teachers and my mom told me that anything was possible. And I just want to thank you for what you're doing. I'm going to continue to fight every year to make sure we have more education funding. I'm proud that we have record education funding again this year. It did take a special session. It took traveling the state for 5 months trying to get there, but we got there. I'm proud of the fact that we have a very good bonus system that's going to provide $234 million worth of bonuses to our teachers, which is well deserved. And I'm proud of the fact that the legislature was supportive of putting the money in to tonight to make sure all of you are recognized for your hard work. So thank you for what you're doing. My wife and I love visiting your schools. We'll do everything we can. I've got about 540 days to go. We're going to do everything we can to make sure we give you the resources to make sure this is the best education system in the entire world. Thank you again for what you're doing, and congratulations for all your success.
Thank you, Governor Scott. Well, we've reached the moment that 5 very anxious teachers have been waiting for. Let's welcome all 5 remarkable finalists to the stage for the big announcement. Vanessa Coe, Michael Miller, Tammy Jerkins, Diego Fuentes, and Caitlin Fiore. Big round of applause for all of them. And let's bring back Commissioner Pam Stewart and Leo O'Rourke to explain what the 2018 Teacher of the Year will receive.
Well, as we've learned this evening, each one of our finalists are deserving of this recognition. And when you watched those videos, you knew that, every single one of them. Yet only one will serve as the Krista McAuliffe Ambassador for Education. All of our finalists will be awarded a check for $17,535 from the Department of Education and Macy's, along with a grant of $1,000 from Macy's for each of their schools.
And the individual that is named the 2018 Teacher of the Year will receive a total of $25,000 from Macy's and the Department of Education. And then there's $1,000 for his or her school and a $1,000 wardrobe from Macy's. They also get a very special trip to New York, including airfare and accommodations for themselves and 3 other folks to experience the excitement of the famous Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. The Teacher of the Year will spend the whole coming year representing all of Florida's teachers by appearing throughout the state to address the needs in education, both present and future. Stay right here. Okay, I have to go get the check.
And here's Nikki. All right, so the moment we've all been waiting for and the moment our 5 finalists have dreamed to believe it. So here to make the big announcement once again, please welcome Florida's Governor Rick Scott, First Lady Ann Scott, and Macy's Executive Vice President Dennis Whitty.
Thank you, Nikki. Wow, what a night. It's been very exciting, and this next announcement is what the whole evening has been all about. So, Governor Scott, will you please do us the honor?
Florida Department of Education's Macy's Teacher of the Year 2018.
Leesburg High School, Lake County, Tammy Jerkins.
On behalf of Macy's, it's an honor to present you with this check for $25,000 as the 2018 Macy's Florida Department of Education Teacher of the Year. Congratulations, you're an inspiration. Would you like to say a couple words?
Sure. I would first like to thank Governor Scott and First Lady Ann Scott and Commissioner Pam Stewart and Chancellor Herschel Lyons, because they are leading our state to increase student achievement and could close the achievement gap. I'd also like to just a quick shout out to Kelly and Bonita for their support and their guidance. They've been our keepers. And I have to recognize our support systems, because great teachers have great support systems. And we have spouses and family members and co-teachers and administrators and superintendents that back us up. So thank you. And last, you know, we're here tonight to celebrate teachers, and there are 73 wonderful teachers in this room, and I celebrate you, but I also challenge you. Please go out, tell everyone about this wonderful profession, and let's teach our students, and let's raise them to be the next generation of teachers. So teachers, what are we gonna do? We're gonna wake up, we're gonna be awesome, and we're gonna go to sleep. Thank you.
On behalf of Macy's and the Florida Department of Education, we want to thank everyone who made this evening possible. And of course, a very special thank you to you in the audience for helping celebrate 29 years of teaching in the state of Florida. Once again, may I present our 2018 Florida Teacher of the Year, Ms. Tammy Jerkins. Good night, everyone.